We are back, baby, with branded Slifer, and this time I have made the deck 10 times better. Like, oh my god, I actually win games with this deck. I won a game against Draco Slayers. He went going first. He kicked my ass because he locked me. Going second, I kicked his ass because he couldn't do anything against the Slifer lock. And going third, he was going first, and I just removed his whole board because of the grind potential of branded. So I will show you the deck list of Slifer, branded Slifer. It's actually branded Slifer Despia because of the fact that you just really want to see. Well, I really want to see Slifer or summon Slifer as if I can as most as possible, because I just think it's such a cool card. This is, I think, a 43 card deck, if I'm not mistaken. And I will show you what cards to cut, just to make it more consistent. So you play, of course, one Slifer Sky Dragon. It is the card this whole deck is about. I really love this card. I think it's an amazing card. People really find it hard to play around it. Link decks cannot beat around the bush of this card if you do not know what this card does. When it's on the field and a monster is summoned in face up attack position, it gains minus 2000, and if it reaches 0, it is destroyed. And a lot of people cannot play around that, so that's very cool to see. And because it's also not targetable because of the way you summon it, and I will show you that later. And it gains 1000 attack and defense for every card in your hand, and because of the way you summon it, you always have 6 cards in your hand. Yeah. And as last, this card is destroyed at the end when it's special summoned, so keep that in mind. People always like to negate this card's effect with card effects, but then it stays on the field if they don't get rid of it. Next up, we play 3 kits because you wanna see branded fusion. And not only that, if you already have a way for branded fusion in hand, or you already have searched it, you can just normal summon and search branded loss. And they cannot respond to the fusion summon except for Ash. And they always have Ash except against me. Next up is 2 Fallen of Albaz. This is a no-brainer, you always play 2 Fallen of Albaz. People banish this card for some reason way more than other cards. But yes, sure, two of them is why not. I play 1 Aluber because of the fact that I only have 1 Aluber. I also, because I pulled the ulti, so good job me. It's the second ulti I pulled. You just can summon, search a branded card, so you can search branded fusion if you don't have it, and you can search branded lost if you also do not have it. You play 3 Tragedy because of the fact that this card can search branded fusion. That's it. I only play branded cards because they search branded fusion. I play 1 ad libitum. I will probably cut this card because I don't really see any use of it that much. It's only good when you have a polymerization in hand and you draw this card, so you can add it back and submit it. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything that much. I just put it in to test it, and I don't like it. Then for the fusion package, 2 Edgem Chains. When this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a Patchwork, and when you play Patchwork, you can add this and the polymerization. So crazy plays. For the only light monster in the deck, surprise, is the Hex Seal. Why I play the Hex Seal? Because you can make Dragoon, no questions asked. People don't like Dragoon. Bestial Soronir is my hand trap because you play a decent amount of hand trap because you draw 6 with the trap card from Slifer. I only have 1 Bestial. If you have any other Bestials, put them in the deck, they're amazing. More hand traps is 1 Mercurier because you can search Mercurier and it drops monster effects. I play 1 DD Crow because DD Crow just removes a card from the graveyard. It's actually my Bestials that isn't a body on the field, so that's why I play DD Crow. And because These are once per turn and these not, so you can use them in the turn more. I also play 2 Ghost Bells because of the fact there is a lot of tier players in the deck, on the metas. So why not play 2 Ghost Bells for the hand traps? And as last for the hand traps are 2 Ash, because Ash Blossom is just a very strong card. So why not play 2 Ash Blossoms, right? So these are all the monsters, so let's get to the spells. We play of course 3 Branded Fusions, because this deck loves Branded Fusion. You can summon a lot of cards with this way. I only have 1 Branded Opening. You can play more, but I only have 1, and I don't think I will play more than 1. I play 2 Allure of Darkness. It's just a draw 2 and banish. So if you draw 2 and you can, for instance, banish the Tragedy, you can add a Branded Fusion card or other Branded spell card to your hand when it's banished. So it's just a draw 3, well, draw 2 and a third. 1 Branded Lost. Branded Lost is just an amazing card. They just can't negate the summon, fusion summon. Then you can get a search, and then they cannot respond to a fusion summon. Or a monster summon. Yeah, it's crazy. I play only 1 Patchwork because the deck is very cloggy. There's just too many cards in it, and I wanted to keep it as low as possible. But so there you have a little less grind game, but you can put it at 2 if you maybe remove the ad libitum. Sure, why not? You can remove this for another one of these. Yeah, it's not bad. I think it's a great choice to do that. I play 2 Polymerizations, just for the searches of Patchwork, and because Polymerizations just get you into other ways of making a board against tier if you get hand trap. You play 1 Monster Reborn. You play 1 Monster Reborn because of the fact that you can get a lot of value with it using your trap card, the Slifer trap card, because you can add this card on the top of your deck and then draw 1 if Slifer is in the graveyard. So that's cool. I play 1 Call by the Graves because it's just an amazing card, and because you want to empty your hand, and if you just draw this in your first turn and you can get the Slifer lock, you can set this. So this card is way better than a hand trap because of the fact that the hand traps you need to keep in your hand, and Call by the Grave you can set on your field so you can draw extra more cards. I play 1 Branded Banishment. I would like to play 2 Branded Banishments because you can get rid of the opponent's board. But I also played 3 Traptricks, so I would like 2 of these, so I can use them on use Traptricks for these. The reason I have Traptricks is because I want to search this trap card a lot. But you probably can shortcut the 3 Traptricks because of the fact that I've only put these cards in because of the fact that I want to summon Slifer, and I want as much ability to summon Slifer because it's amazing to summon Slifer. It just makes me so happy to summon him. Oh my god! So if you want to play a better version of this, you just have to cut these cards. You play 3 Revive the Sky God as the last card in my deck. This card is amazing. You can summon a Slifer from your graveyard, and because it's not Light of Dark, it's Divine, they cannot Bestial it, and they don't play DD Crow. So you just have a Slifer on the field, and then when it's summoned, you draw into both players have 6 cards in hand. So that's why I also play a decent amount of hand traps, that when I summon him, I can draw into some more hand traps. It's a cool card. And then when this card is in the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then put a Polymerization from your graveyard or from your deck on top of the deck, and then when you have Slifer in the graveyard or Divine Beast, you can draw 1 card. Amazing, amazing. So as I don't have a side deck, but I do have an extra deck, I play 1 Mirror Jade because you don't use Mirror Jade actually in this matchup because you want to summon Slifer. 2 Albion, you only have 1 light monster. that you can summon Albion, but because of the second effect, when it's in the graveyard, you can set or search a random spell or trap card, and you can send it with Mirror Jade. It's an amazing card. I play one Titaniclad. I don't really summon him, but it's just an extra summon because of the fact that our base monster, the Glory Brigand, the Glory Dragon, this card, when you use Branded Fusion, you can send a Fallen of Elbas and Slifer, so that's how you get it in the graveyard, to summon this card. When this card is summoned, it cannot be destroyed by battle. Your opponent cannot target any other cards except this card, so that's why Slifer has some extra protection thanks to this card. And when this card is in the graveyard, you can use this effect, special summon a Fallen of Elbas from your deck. Then you can use the Fallen of Elbas effect, discarding a card, to special summon using monsters on your opponent's field as fusion material. So this card is very amazing for that fact. I love it. I play one Masquerade Dragon. It's just a fusion for Despia monsters, so why not? I play two Lubellion because most of the people play only one, but because I have so many dark monsters and 0 light monsters, I like this card a little bit more. It's just an extra body on the board when you have the spell card Branded Lost, for some extra bodies on the field, just to protect yourself. I play the boss monster, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. People just can't get over this card. It's amazing. And these are just not really super polymerization targets, but they are just targets you can use if you don't really have any other cards. I am gonna, if I want to play more serious, you can also cut more cards. So like you can play maybe one Ash, one Ghost Spell, so you have one of each of the hand traps for for 2 extra super polymerizations, so you can have more uses of these cards. So you have Starving Venom Fusion Dragon as the polymerization charge. You have a Mud Dragon of the Swamp. You have a Garura, Dragon Stapelio, Predaplant, Trifolufitudum, and as last, not a fusion monster but a Abyss Dweller. If you're going against Tyr, you go first. You can make this card because you can normal summon one of your rank 4 monsters, polymerization, summon this one and overlay. That's it, okay? You can probably cut this card, but that's it. That's what I have. If I would build an extra deck, I have no idea what I want to build or put in the extra deck. I'd have no idea. But thank you all for watching. This was my Slifer deck profile. It's crazy that this deck can win games because of Slifer. That makes me so happy. Every time I summon him, I'm so happy. Oh my god, amazing. Thank you all for watching and have a nice day.